What it do, people? I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode of Knowdatsports Thursday night football edition, man. What the P doing, man? It's your boy Moore Drive. Y'all know what's going on, man. It's Thursday night. Thursday night, week 10 in the NFL. They trying to shake it, they trying to break it all the way down, man. Y'all know what the game gonna be. The Atlanta Falcons at the Carolina Panthers. But before I get into the game, before I break down the game and whatever, I want to talk about a little couple things that are happening in the NFL. Just a couple things, not that many. I'm saying, first off, I want to talk about we're going to go down to New Orleans. We go down there and see what the hell Michael Thomas got going on. Because the word is that Michael Thomas out for the remainder of the year. I think something like a foot injury or something like that. I believe he got a foot injury. And he's expecting not to be back for the remainder of the year. First off, did this 2 years on the road, Michael Thomas been hurt. I don't know what the hell he got going on. I'm talking about now for real. Last year he had a foot injury. They held him out, I think a foot, an ankle injury or something. They held him out. I think, year 4 last? I think he had an injury or whatever. They held him out a couple games. Drew Brees last year, he had a couple injuries. He held him out a couple games. Last year he was out. And this year he out. To be real, man, I think Michael Thomas has got there. The injury bug got him fucked up for the last 2-3 years. And I won't be surprised if Michael Thomas will not be playing for New Orleans Saints next year. Real talk. I can see Michael Thomas call Lewis. Like real talk. I ain't lying. I can see Michael Thomas gone next year. For real. He can't stay out of the doctor's office. I know at least 2 years in a row he's been hurt. Right now, and last year, we know he was hurt. I want to go back year 4 that he was hurt with Drew Brees last year. That's what I want to say. I believe Drew Brees, he was hurt Drew Brees last year too. So if that's true, that's 3 years in a row. Can't stay out of the doctor's office, man. I bet my money that Michael Thomas will not be playing for the New Orleans Saints next year. No, for real. The next hot topic news, what's going on in the NFL. It's all about what the Dallas. I ain't gonna say the Dallas Cowboys. I'm lying. I'm not gonna say Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna say it's about Odell Beckham. It ain't about the Dallas Cowboys. It's about what Odell Beckham. Where would he go? That's the question. Where would Odell Beckham go? That's a hard question for right now. There's a lot of teams fucking with him. Matter of fact, it's like 5 teams in the racing for Odell Beckham. To be real, it's five teams in the running for him. I think the 5 teams are the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys. Who else? Kansas City. Who else? I think the Giants. The Giants want him. The Giants looking at him. The Rams looking at him. Tampa Bay want him. And the Dallas Cowboys. I believe in the 5 teams. I gotta check that again though. I believe the 5 teams that want him is Dallas, Green Bay, Giants, Rams, and Tampa Bay. I believe in the 5 teams that looking at it. Matter of fact, them are the 5 teams that looking at it. I think the Dallas Cowboys would be the best fit for him, to be truthful. Is what I really think. The Dallas Cowboys would be the best fit for Odell Beckham. Not no cut on. I think the Dallas Cowboys would be a great fit for him. Shit. When it boiled down to it, all 5 teams would be a great fit for him, period, really. But you got to look at, he coming off an ACL injury. He coming off an ACL injury on both his knees. So you got to look at it in a factor. The weather make a lot of difference when it comes to Odell Beckham. Playing on turf make a lot of difference when it comes to Odell Beckham. Because, like I said, we just coming out 2 ACL injuries. When it boiled down to it, though, the Dallas Cowboys had the closest odds in getting Odell Beckham. Plus 250. The next closest odds, Green Bay at 300. Giants 450. Rams 500. Tampa Bay 650. Out of the 5 teams that I see on this list, we got the best odds to get Odell Beckham. Even though I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, the whole world know that. If he want to win, because I see Kansas City ain't on this list. I thought Kansas City was on the list. I heard Kansas City was on the list, but the top 5, Kansas City ain't in the top 5. At the 5 that's on the list, the Dallas Cowboys, Green Bay Packers, New York Giants, Los Angeles Rams, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If his big chance of winning, to be truthful, is with the Dallas Cowboys. And I ain't saying it because I'm a Cowboy fan. I'll break that all 5 teams and tell you why I believe the Cowboys are the best fit for him. First of all, the Cowboys, I believe the Cowboys are the best fit for him because where the Cowboys defense is set up. So he'll be automatically turned to a number 1 option. Even though CeeDee Lamb on the team, he'll still be a number 1 option. The offense will be real explosive. They can stick with the run game. The turf part is a problem with him because he's playing on turf, coming off his knee, coming off knee injury. But if he can get past that part on the turf, shit, well, we shaking it. That's the main reason why I feel like he'll be a good fit for Dallas Cowboys because he's fitting like hand and glove. They got a run game, they got an awesome defense, quarterback good. He can instantly make a difference for the Dallas Cowboys. Instantly, no questions asked. Second team I feel like he'll instantly make a difference for is the Green Bay Packers. But I believe the weather eliminate him from going down there. Like I said, he coming out 2 knee surgeries, ACLs, both knees. Way cold out there, boy. Ain't nothing shaking. It's cold out there. I don't believe he's gonna go out there and do that. Old team, the Giants, New York Giants. I know he got tired with them folk. He used to be with them folk back in the day. But man, Daniel Jones ain't gonna be able to find it. Daniel Jones is not a good quarterback to me. If you've been paying attention to the Giants winning ball games, all their run game and their defense. Same as the Cowboys, really. But they try to hide Daniel Jones. They're not hiding on Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott back in the game. The Cowboys were doing that with Cooper Rush. The Giants doing that with their star quarterback. So I don't see him getting anything, if you want to win, getting anything done with the Giants. Next up at the Rams. He was with the Rams last year. They won the Super Bowl. It was there with him, with Odell Beckham. I believe he can fit in with the Rams. Fit in like hand and glove. But I don't think he's going to win with the Rams because I believe it's bigger than a wide receiver when it comes to the Rams. The offensive line need help. They don't run the ball enough to me. They already got with Allen Robinson. They got the other boy, number 12. They got Cooper Kupp. Ain't no room for him, so I believe the Rams wouldn't be a good fit for him. Not if he want to win, and I believe he won't get no targets with the Rams, not that much. Last but not least, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He could help Tampa Bay out tremendously. he'll be a number 1. I ain't gonna say number 1 option up there because they got Chris Godwin and Mike Evans and Julio Jones when Julio Jones play. But I believe he'll get in front of Julio Jones because Julio Jones can stay at the damn doctor's office. But I believe Tampa Bay has got the same problem with the Rams. Offensive line problems. He may lure to play with Tom Brady. And said I won't be. That's a good look. That might lure him up to Tampa Bay is Tom Brady. But I believe if he want to win, he need to come to the Dallas Cowboys. I don't think he can win with with Tampa Bay, the Rams, Giants, or Green Bay. But if I want to change the order what's going on, how like they say the odds is 250 Dallas Cowboys, 300 Green Bay. I would change Green Bay and Dallas. I mean Green Bay and Tampa Bay odds. I would say 650 for Green Bay to get him and 300 plus 300 for Tampa Bay to get it. Reason why? The cold weather in Green Bay. Tampa Bay got both of them got good quarterback, legendary quarterback, but Tampa Bay got Tom Brady. I can see him want to play with Tom Brady. Good weather, good weather in Tampa. It's a wonderful weather in Tampa on grass. So I moved Tampa Bay up to second best odds to get Odell Beckham. But I say the Cowboys got the best odds to get Odell Beckham. No, for real. Then we just a couple things I want to speak about before I get on the Monday Night Football game. And y'all know who the Monday Night Football game is. Carolina Panthers. Excuse me. The Atlanta Falcons at the Carolina Panthers. That's your Monday. That's your Thursday night football game. If I said Monday night, I'm sorry, but that's your Thursday night football game. The jumping out week 10, the Atlanta Falcons at the Carolina Panthers. Division game. They just played each other week 4 last. It was a big shootout, big old shootout. If y'all saw the game, the big old shootout. I think the Falcons won 34-31 or something like that. It was a 3-point game. It was a 3-point game. I think the Falcons. Excuse me. I think the Falcons gave Carolina 4.5 last game. They didn't cover. They didn't cover 4.5. But they beat Carolina though. They beat them. I think they up the score. But they didn't cover 4.5. Then they gave Carolina. This is a really tough game to me. And the reason why I say this is a tough game to me, pick straight up before we get into the numbers. The reason why this is a tough game to me because it's a divisional game. Really, the Falcons got away last game against Carolina. If you seen the game, it was a Hail Mary up top. That Carolina scored to tie the game. If you keep the extra point, they win the game. The man took a helmet out. They got a 15-yard penalty, missed the extra point. Went to overtime. Carolina. The Falcons got the ball first in overtime. Carolina got them Carolina picked the Falcons off. Got a field goal range again. I think it was a 41-yard or whatever, 38 or 41-yard. The kicker missed that field goal. So Carolina had 2 bites at the apple and went out bad. At the end of the day, Atlanta Falcons won. Young Hope kicked the field goal in overtime, beat him by 3 points. It's a divisional game, a real divisional game. This is a divisional game. Carolina coming back with P.J. Walker, the same quarterback that played in the game against them week 4 last. At Carolina. Man, the game's so hard for me to pick, man. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. But this is how we're gonna do it. What the name? Cordell Patterson playing. He didn't play last game. I'm gonna go out on a limb, man. I'm gonna say Carolina win the game, man. I want to say Atlanta, but I keep remembering how Mariota just played. Mariota played terrible against Carolina, even though they put up points. But the defense and the run game did that. Played for Atlanta. Mariota played terrible for Atlanta against Carolina. I'm saying I can't put my faith in Mariota. So I'm saying on the road, I don't want to put my faith in P.J. Walker. But I'm going to put my faith in Carolina defense at home. I'm going to take Carolina Panthers in the game. I'm gonna take Carolina in the game straight up. I take Carolina straight up. We get into the numbers. The numbers are 3. Atlanta Falcons again. Carolina Panthers I'm taking Carolina, so I'm gonna say appreciate you for the 3. I'm saying I say Atlanta don't cover them 3. I like the 3 point. I'll take the 3 point from Carolina. I mean from Atlanta to Carolina. Over and under 43.5. I say they up the score. I say it's over 43.5. Reason why I say it's over 43.5. I see the Falcons not stopping Carolina too tough. And I don't see Carolina stopping Falcons all the time, but I see them stopping them enough. What I mean by that is 43.5, I can see 24-20. I can see 28-20. I can see 28-17. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. You know what I'm saying? So I say over and under, up the scope. Carolina, I'll take the 3 point. I like Carolina with the 3 points. And I like Carolina straight up. No questions asked. Next up on the menu, man. We got to get into the undefeated team in the NFL. The only undefeated team in the NFL. And that's the Philadelphia Eagles. That's the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles are 8-0? Yeah, they 8-0. Philadelphia 8-0. And the question is, when will Philadelphia get their first loss? Can they go 17-0? Straight up and down. That's the question. Can the Philadelphia Eagles go 17-0? That's a damn good question. They remain the schedule is pretty weak to be real. It's pretty weak to me. They remain the schedule pretty weak to me. I think they play. I believe they play the Cowboys. I know they play the Cowboys. I know they play the Cowboys. They play the Texans. They play the Commanders. No, they just play the Texans. I'm sorry. They play the Commanders. They play the Colts. They play the Packers. They play the Tennessee Titans. They play the Giants again. They play the Bears. They play the Cowboys. They play the Saints. They play the Giants at the end of the year. So the question is, what the hell will the Eagles get their first loss from where they remain in the schedule? Or can they go 17-0? That's a big old question. Can they go 17-0? That's to be truthful to me, I say no. I'm saying they just straight up and down. I say they can't go 17-0. I don't see the Eagles going 17-0. Straight up and down, I just don't see them going 17-0. I gotta figure out where his first loss could come from though. That's a biggie. Where his first loss can come from. Off the rip, I believe the Cowboys beat them on Krumel. I believe the Cowboys beat them on Krumel Eve. I ain't even gonna pop about that. I think the Cowboys can beat them on Krumel Eve with no questions asked. That's one loss. I believe out the rip. I truly believe it out the rip. That one loss out the rip. But I believe at the same time, where else they can get a loss at? They play the Cowboys week 17. I mean week week 16. They play the Cowboys week 16. I believe they can lose. I believe the next game they probably the first game they can lose before that Cowboy game is week 15. I think that week 15 game against the Bears, they play the Bears week 15. I got some technical difficulties. I can't bring the goddamn schedule up there. But they play the Bears week 15. I don't know if they playing in Chicago or not. But I can see that being a trap game for the Bears. Truthfully, I can really see that being a trap game for the Bears. So I say the Eagles don't go 17-0. They lose 2 games before the season over with. And the 2 games I'm picking, one on me, the Dallas Cowboys against Philadelphia Eagles week 16. Matter of fact, I just called like it back to back, week 15 and week 16. They play the Dallas Cowboys and they play the Chicago Bears. I said they lose both of them games, week 15 and week 16. They're my scenario. Week 15, week 16. Week 15, they play the Giants. I mean, they play the Bears. Week 16, they play the Cowboys. I like both of them teams to win that game. So I say the Eagles lose 2 games out of the next, 9. They're my scenario right now. That's what I'm saying. I say they don't do it. I say they don't. I say the Eagles don't do it. Now, I gotta try to find my top 10 teams through week 10 in the NFL. If I could get this shit up on the screen, this shit be bullshit sometimes. Now we're shaking the peak. Hold on. Before I do that, though, I got hold on. Hold on, Mr. Poe, man. Hold on, Mr. Poe, man. Before I get to my top 10 teams, I gotta. Before I get to my top 10 team, I got to check out 17. Come here, dear man. My top 10 teams in the NFL. Don't worry about it. My top 10 teams in the NFL. Break it all the way down to y'all people. My top 10 teams through week 9 in the NFL. First starting out, Kansas City Chiefs. They wasn't them top 10. This is their first time being number 1. They used to be like 3 or 2. But the way they just beat Tennessee, they took Tennessee best punt. Tennessee tried to pump Kansas City out and beat them with the muscle game. And Kansas City came to the party. I really happy about that. I ain't gonna say happy with it. It really got my attention. I ain't gonna say I was happy they ain't my team. But I was impressed about that. I got Philadelphia coming in number 2. Even though they undefeated. I think Kansas City look like a big team in the league right now. Philadelphia just came off of they just beat Houston. They beat Houston. I think they beat Houston by 11 or something like that. They gave them 12 points. But Houston was in the game for a minute. That's only why they went down from 1 to 2. Because Houston was in the game for a minute. Houston had them fucked up for a minute. Houston went toe-to-toe with them for a minute. And Kansas City Tennessee was a better opponent for Kansas City than Kansas City beat them. So that's only why they flip-flop. Even though Kansas City done lost a game and Philadelphia ain't, I still think Kansas City the best team in the NFL for right now. And number 3, I got the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Cowboys got them clicking on all cylinders right now. They're coming out of the bye week. Zeke Elliott should be healthy. They need the bye week came at the perfect time for them. They moved up from 5 to 3. I believe I had a 5 last week. Go to 5-3. Big game this week against the Green Bay Packers. I think they straight the business. I think they're gonna eat Green Bay. But that's another topic on another day. But I said the Dallas Cowboys They're the third best team in the NFL right now, as we speak. Number 4, I got the 49ers at the 4th spot. I think they was at 6 last week. I can't remember what number I had the 49ers, but I know they went in my top 5. I got them at the 4th spot. Reason why I got them at the 4th spot, they looked real. I think they had a bye week. They had a bye week this week, but before that bye week, them folks looked real impressive, looked real good. The last time they was on the field, so they getting healthy. The bye week gonna help them get a lot healthier. They got a pretty solid game. Do they play this week? Yeah, they got a side. They come out of bye week this week. They play the Chargers. I think they get a lot of people healthy. Bosa back. So I'm saying the 49ers are gonna be a force to be reckoned with. With McCaffrey, they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. I think they won the 4th best team in the NFL right now because they're getting healthy. I think they'll be getting healthy at the right time. Number 5, I got the Seattle Seahawks. They cracking my top 5. So they won in my top 5 at first. So they weren't in there at all. I think they was in my top 10, but they weren't in my top 5 at all. At number 6, I ain't even gonna get off Seattle like that. My bad. Seattle impressed me against Arizona. Seattle got them doing damn good. Seattle is winning the NFC West right now. Nobody picked Seattle to do that. Seattle gonna make the playoff when it boils down to it. That's why I got them at the 5th spot. Geno Smith playing real good. They shaking it. I'm talking about real talk. I like how Seattle looking right now. At the 6th seed or the 6th spot, I got the Miami Dolphins. They back in my top 10. The reason why I put them back in my top 10 because since 2 have been back, they back shaking it. But I ain't got them in my top 5 because they just beat the Bears, but they really beat the Bears on. If they make one mistake, they lose their game. If the Bears catch one pass, they lose their game. It was, I think, tight end or somebody said he missed it. He make that play, they win the game. You know what I'm saying? And even though Miami real explosive and they looking good and whatever, they ain't beating teams convincingly. Every time I see them play, even with 2 back, they winning by 3 points. I'm saying if they don't get their crucial 3rd down and the team get the ball back, they may lose their game. So I'm not really sold on Miami too much yet, but I still think they one of the top 10 teams in the NFL right now. Number 7, I got the Minnesota Vikings. They was in my top 5 last week. Reason why they're not in my top 5 this week because they struggled with the Washington Commanders. So I think they beat the Washington Commanders on the last drive to take the lead or whatever, pull it off in the last minute. I feel like to be a top 5 team, you ain't gonna be in the struggle to get the Washington Commanders, in my opinion. But I still think they won the top 10 team. Minnesota, they decided they got a crucial game this week against the Buffalo Bills. They're going to tell me a whole lot about Minnesota. I'm saying, especially what's going on with Buffalo. But we'll get into them in a minute. But I got Minnesota in my top 7, in the top 10 there at number 7. Number 8, I got the Baltimore Ravens. They moved up from 10 to 8. I think I had them 10 last week. They moved up to 8. Impressive. I liked the win that they did against New Orleans. They handled their business. That's why I moved them up. They got next week. I think Baltimore get a bye week this week. I believe. Yeah, I think Baltimore get a bye week. Yeah, I think Baltimore get a bye week this week. So they don't play this week. They're good for them. Get the folk healthy. They pulled out against New Orleans like I thought they should have. So I moved them up 2 spots. Probably a shocking move for a lot of people with this spot right here, number 9, is the Buffalo Bills. I got Buffalo was like my number 2 team last week. They done moved all the way down to 9. They're 7 spots down. They may be surprising to a lot of people, but the reason why I moved them 7 spots down is because Josh Allen, I'm sorry, I keep saying Josh McDaniels. Josh Allen, I think he hurt his shoulder, his elbow. He got an elbow problem. He injured the elbow some kind of way. URL or something, I can't remember what the joint is. Injury, I can't remember, but I know his elbow. That gonna hurt Buffalo a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I said they're gonna hurt Buffalo a whole lot because it's gonna be one of the 2 things. They're gonna let him play with this elbow injury. That don't help the injury. or they sit him out, let him get well, and goddamn he be back for the playoff. But doing that with the division they in, with the Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins, and the New York Jets, boy, you might fuck around and goddamn might not make the playoffs, or you be a real low seed because you're not gonna win the division if Josh Allen missed 2 to 3 weeks. I'm gonna give you that 2 to 3 weeks. I'm gonna say it take 3 weeks for the elbow to get right. With no football, no none of that. Shit, they definitely gonna lose to Minnesota if Josh Allen don't play. If he ain't 100%, if he don't play, I truly believe they lose to Minnesota. I don't know who the other next 2 games is, but I'm assuming if this ain't the Houston, Texas, or shit, really just them. If it ain't the Houston, Texas, even they might can't beat them with the backup quarterback they got. I don't know who their backup is. Really, I don't even know him. It might be somebody pretty good, but I don't know him. So I think Buffalo got real problems with that injury to Josh Allen, because if he play, he ain't gonna get no better. And that will hurt him against the Jets. The Jets came back and scored 17 unanswered. Why? Because they couldn't move the ball. So said Josh Allen he threw an interception on Saul Gardner and got them in the man. He threw that bitch straight to him. He throws it inside. The wide receiver's on the outside, like a beat route or some shit. He threw the ball straight to Saul. So I think Buffalo got a problem. They sit in my top 10 for right now. But I believe they're going to fuck around and get up out of there. I ain't going to lie. I believe the Josh Allen injury going to really fuck them up badly. Last but not least, number 10, did their second time being in my top 10. They wasn't in the last week. But the win they just got against Buffalo this week showed me them folk ready to play ball. And what I mean by that they ready to play ball is the Jets are my number 10 team. The Jets are 3-0 this year after a loss. So they done lost 3 games. Every time they done lost that next game, they done came and got scraped it. That Buffalo, the odds was saying the Jets were going to lose to Buffalo. The way they just lost to New England, the way they just look, they were going to lose to Buffalo, no question asked. Buffalo won high the team, and Buffalo picked to go to the Super Bowl. And Buffalo jumped on them early. Buffalo jumped on their head. But the defense, the one hurt Josh Allen on, I'm saying, got at his ass, got at it. I'm saying, made 80 when it boiled down to 80. So that showed me a whole lot. I think the Jets have a bye week this week, so they'll be locked in the top 10 this weekend. That week, fuck with me. I don't see if you got a bye week, how can somebody knock you out? You should not be knocked out. But after week 11 though, the Jets, it's gonna tell me a whole lot about the Jets. They play the New England Patriots. That game gonna tell you who gonna come in last in that division. Straight up. Week 11, the winner of that game, the loser of that game, and who I think the loser gonna really be, I'll get into that when week 11 come. Probably come in last in that division. And the one of them probably gonna make the playoffs. But if Josh Allen don't come back, shit, they ain't gonna Buffalo won't got them come last, because I don't see they got the quarterback moving the ball good enough. Not how they want to. But I like the Jets at number 10. Next week, again, New England Patriots gonna tell me a whole lot. Nah, for real. These were my top 10 team, man, through week 9 in the NFL, man. Nah, for real. Knowdatsports top 10 team through week 9 in the NFL. All 10 on right here in your face. Number 1, Kansas City. Number 2, Philadelphia. Number 3, Dallas Cowboys. 4, 49ers. San Francisco 49ers. Seattle Seahawks 5, Miami Dolphins 6, Minnesota Vikings 7, Baltimore Ravens 8, Buffalo Bills 9, New York Jets are 10. Hey, man, I had y'all here for a pretty good minute, man. I appreciate y'all. There was Knowdatsports Thursday Night Football Edition. Y'all know I fuck with folks who fuck with me. Same bat time, same bat channel. Nah, for real. I catch y'all next week, man. No, I'll tell you that, I catch y'all for Friday. Break down week 10 in the NFL. All the games. Knowdatsports podcast, sponsored by Highlight Come Out. Y'all know what the Pete doing on this end. Know that if you don't know nothing else. Shaking it.